The internet service at ACT is become really choppy. It's time that I tell you about my 3 tips. 3 tips for you to crush through your piling backlog for the past few weeks. Tip number 1, get a to-do list. Make a to-do list. You heard me say about to-do lists the other day. To-do list items, just list each and every item that you have piled up. If it's over multiple pages, if it's all over the place, put it in one list. One straight on list of all the things that you need to complete. Better get some chips for the next 4 days. I'm going out of my mind. Tip number 2, revalidate your backlog. I mean, there's a lot of times that you're going to see that things that you have planned are no longer necessary, they are no longer important, and that could be because of multiple things. It could be because it was just relevant for that day, it could be because things have changed, your life is dynamic, things have changed and they're no longer a priority. So, strike those off. That's tip number 2. Make a list and then strike those things off which are no longer important. Fun thing is, now we go to Starbucks. I'm doing the Starbucks pour over today. And then tip number 3, which is the most critical, important thing that you need to do, is time box it. I mean, you generally would time box your things that you have to do, your activities, but when you're kind of catching up on a backlog, squeeze through and limit your time. There's a rule called Parkinson's law, which is work will spread out to fill in all available time. If you actually think about it, if you give yourself a whole day to do one item, that's all it's going to take. These are my 3 critical essential tips for you to crush through your backlog. Make a list, revisit items that you have to do, whether they're necessary today, and time box them. Squeeze through time box them. I think I spent way too much time trying to yell at the Act 500 guys. I mean, apparently what happened was the cable of the Act 500 guys was cut off. It was just cut because of it was low hanging, and then a vehicle passed through, and then anyway, but just shows poor infrastructure. So Act 500, if you ever get to see this vlog, and if you know somebody in Act 500, please pass this on. But you're a fiber net service, protect your infrastructure. Also fix your customer care service, because it takes forever to just get a hold of your customer care service people. I think one thing I have to do is get better at these daily vlogs, is get faster at my edits. I realized that the footage from the DSLR needs to be split up as audio and video separately for the effects to happen. It's increasing my workflow, and I need to figure out how to make it much better.